Manny Pacquiao at the age 46 is coming back. And look at this, man. He still got the speed and power combinations. He will be fighting Mario Barrios, a Mexican warrior, in Las.
Robert, what do you make of that face? How do you see the height difference? Is very visible, right?
It's insane, man. Insane. You know, I think it's gonna be a badass card, bro. Can't wait for this card.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great card. Great card. Insane card.
Manny's used to fighting bigger guys his entire career, but this time he's 46.
46, bro.
It's dangerous.
Can't help it, but wish him well, man. You know, he's a great person.
Yeah.
Great person, great heart. But it's gonna be a good card.
Terence Crawford has officially joined Manny Pacquiao's training camp as the Filipino icon gears up for a July 19th showdown against Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight crown. For many fans, this pairing feels like a dream crossover. Two legendary champions, once possible rivals, now training side by side. Pacquiao is chasing history in what could be his last big fight, while Crawford is leaping up to super middleweight to battle pound-for-pound King Canelo Alvarez. Different paths, same hunger. Their mutual respect and dedication to the grind make this union feel inevitable.
What is going to happen?
July 19th is going to be a good fight between Mario Barrios. It's going to be a lot of action, and I'm sure, guaranteed that the fans will be happy.
Do you think he's ready for this fight, Manny? Because I just saw him out there and he was like, oh. I told him July 19th it's going to be like this times 10. You think so?
Definitely.
Yeah, all right, take care.
Pacquiao's fighting for more than a belt. He's fighting for meaning, for the right to say he still belongs under the bright lights. Whether he proves that against a bigger, sharper opponent remains to be seen. But what about you? Do you believe in this comeback? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Crawford hasn't been shy in his support for Pacquiao. People are sleeping on him, he told Sporting News Australia. Barrios is a great matchup. At this age, it's a 50-50 fight. Crawford knows the toll age takes on reaction time, the strain of every session. But he also sees...
It's a kill or be killed, I know, like, if he has been hurt at any point, he's going to be the same way. Like I said, it's just my job, just to work on everything. Me and my team have been, training and drilling, these last couple weeks, and, finish off these next 6, as best as we can, so I could go on there come fight night and, still retain the title.
Khan believes Pacquiao should have chosen someone closer in age, maybe even Khan himself. This could be a step too far, he said. But Pacquiao has never been average. He's made a career out of defying logic, beating bigger men like Margarito, outclassing youth like Thurman. So even now, with age, size, and momentum favoring Barrios, Manny refuses to be counted out.
And the fire, the determination, eagerness to train hard, to work hard. Even now, I'm enjoying working out hard, like running the mountain, working out in the afternoon, like amazing. Not all the fighters has this feelings. This is favor, blessings from God, I believe, and the strength. Can you imagine?
Amir Khan, who sparred Pacquiao and faced Barrios, weighed in. It's a big opportunity for Mario, he told Sky Sports. He'll get paid, and who would turn down fighting a legend? Khan respects Barrios' shot, but questions what's left in Manny. If this was prime for prime, Pacquiao wins. But now, it could be a tricky fight, he warns. The concern is shared.
I went the first time. The card from start to finish, it's gonna be fireworks. But I think no doubt, me and Pacquiao, we're gonna put the seal on it, and yeah, man, it's July 19th. It's gonna be
The 4-year break was good for me, Pacquiao said. I've been fighting since I was 12. This rest helped. He's recharged, re-energized, and back with purpose. The key difference now? Clarity. He admits his loss to Ugas was clouded by off-ring distractions. That's all gone. He's focused, calm, and making the calls. This comeback, he insists, is being done his way.
Manny Pacquiao getting back in the ring again for a world title fight.
Well, obviously, it definitely has to do with money, 1. 2, I think Manny Pacquiao, I think his C game is a lot better than anybody, a lot of guys' A game, even with the age. But you have to take into account the last time he stepped foot in that ring, man, against Ugas. You know, he didn't look good. He was outmatched by, you know, a fighter, a younger fighter. Barrios is no slouch.
This is like the Margarito.
Pacquiao says he's passed every test. I always stay in shape, he insists. And once I started training, I felt the passion again. Medicals came back clean. Freddie Roach is back in his corner. They're chasing the old magic, the whirlwind, pressure, the blinding speed. Whether that version of Pacquiao still exists is unknown, but he believes in it. That's all he needs.
The speed is still there. Woo!
Since his last official bout, Pacquiao has only fought exhibitions, including one where he looked sluggish against Rukia Ampo. That performance raised eyebrows, and the doubts haven't faded. Yet the WBC has sanctioned this fight, even ranking Pacquiao number 5 in the division. For many, that ranking came out of nowhere, shocking proof that boxing still believes in miracles.
Part of you that feels like he's perfectly suited for you, though, as a fighter, to win?
To win, I think I'm faster than him. My movement, my speed is still there. Nothing lost. Movement with speed. I can also develop it. So somebody knows that during my training.
These reactions reveal the emotional weight behind Pacquiao's return. There's admiration, yes, but also fear. Why not fight someone his own size? One fan asked. Still, not everyone agrees. Size is destiny. Even if they were the same. Size, Barrios outpoints him, said another. That conflicted love, wanting to believe, yet fearing the fall, is the defining mood around this comeback.
Barrios, he gotta have the heart to do what Jake Paul was not willing to do. Jake Paul showed Mike Tyson way too much mercy. He had that old man standing in front of him, and he should have knocked his head off. Barrios gotta go in there and just retire Pacquiao. Sometimes these old guys, they need the sport to retire them. And out of respect and out of love, Mario Barrios need to go in there and knock his head off, point blank, period. He too old. And what fans don't understand is these legends, these pros, always gonna look good.
It wasn't just the height. Fans saw the reach, the frame, the power difference. This is a health risk, one said. He looks so small, another wrote. The comments weren't trolling, they came from longtime fans. One even lamented, "This looks worse than I imagined. He looks like a manager next to a fighter." Concern is real, and it's not without reason.
Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and try his best. That's what Manny. One thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So yeah, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't beat Father Time, but Father Time is hard, and it was very hard watching him.
Even as Pacquiao brushes off concerns about size, they've only gotten louder. When he and Barrios stood face-to-face at a promo event, the size gap was undeniable. Barrios, 6 feet tall, towered over the 5'5" legend. The video went viral, and the reaction was immediate. Worry. Not just from casuals, but from seasoned fans who couldn't ignore the massive visual mismatch.
Antonio, did you ever think you'd be fighting a legend like Manny Pacquiao?
Oh, never. Like, I mean, right? Like those are fights you you think about in your head as like a dream scenario. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah, like being a brown kid from San Antonio. Now, you know, like now facing like Manny Pacquiao, defending my title. It's huge.
Still, there's a different air around Pacquiao's camp. Maybe it's the way he's training. Maybe it's his joyful focus. Or maybe it's Crawford's presence. A fellow elite who knows that greatness doesn't stay. It must be earned. Again, each time you lace up the gloves. Together, they're feeding off that shared urgency, that desire to be more than memory.
He's 46, hasn't fought in 4 years. Like, in your mind, how do you see the fight going? How are you going to beat Manny, or what do you see yourself doing to him?
Yeah, no, I just had to use, you know, all of that, you know, like the, you know, as busy as I've been in my career, you know, the attributes I have, you know, the skill set I have, you know, the youth is on my side. So it's my job just to go in there, you use all of that again, just make sure, you know, like I still walk out holding that.
He knows Barrios is training with the same intensity. I'm the challenger, Pacquiao says. I need to push harder, suffer more in training. He respects Barrios, a man who gave Gervonta Davis a tough test and now aims to prove his win. Over Ugas wasn't a fluke. The WBC title is the biggest prize Barrios has chased, and he won't surrender it without a war.
Disrespectful. This is a clown fight. This is a more clown fight than the Jake Paul Mike Tyson. This is an outrage. People should be up in arms about this fight. This is so disrespectful. Barrios loses this fight, he should quit boxing. You let Manny Pacquiao, an old dude who stopped boxing, and then you're his first fight back? You are disrespectful.
Pacquiao speaks of legacy with the same fire. I still love the mountains, he says. Not every fighter has that. It's a blessing. He's fought countless wars, yet still craves the grind. It's no longer about belts. It's about leaving on his terms. Becoming world champion again isn't about records. It's about giving fans one last surprise, one final thrill from a living legend.
In tremendous shape. You're ready to fight Barrios tonight and make history, Manny.
Manny, you excited to step into the ring again?
Yes.
What do you think of Barrios? He's a big, strong, he's young, he's 30. You have 16 years on him, Manny.
Don't worry about it.
Both know what's at stake. Crawford says the Canelo fight is legacy-defining. He's not chasing a knockout, but he's not scared of one either. He's absorbing everything, watching Pacquiao hit hills before dawn, study tape with fierce discipline. And what he's picking up goes beyond tactics. It's the mindset. The willingness to give everything, again, not because you must, but because the fire still burns. Pacquiao's camp has welcomed Crawford with quiet pride. Freddie Roach smiles at the sight, two champions bonding. Once, he expected them to fight. Now they're trading secrets. Ideas bounce off the walls. Technical talks flow freely. Crawford wants to know how Manny kept his explosiveness late in fights. Pacquiao wants to understand how Crawford finds impossible angles. It's a puzzle they're piecing together, one shared between two masters.
You can't teach speed, you can't teach power. It's God, from God, that's it. You're good. People can work on speed their whole life, they're not.
For Crawford, being in camp isn't just camaraderie, it's immersive preparation. Pacquiao's faced Mexican champions, knows their pressure, their body shots, the feints and shifts. When asked about Crawford's chances, Pacquiao didn't hesitate. Focus on speed, style, and strength. From Manny, that advice is gold. Crawford, already a timing genius, is now learning how to use motion not just tactically, but like a weapon.
Pacquiao automatically gets to come out of retirement and fight Mario Barrios for his WBC. Because Manny Pacquiao is going to show up and do his job. Manny Pacquiao thinks about the fans before he thinks about this fight. The business side of boxing, what they're promoting, what they're selling, they know it's going to be 100% guaranteed of entertainment through Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao can out south.
This reminds me of the Margarito or De La Hoya fights, Pacquiao told Fox Sports Australia. He's taller than me, so I can't relax. I have to train like I used to. Speed, power, stamina, all of it. He's not staging a farewell tour. He's chasing a win, a belt, another shot at history. In 2019, he became the oldest fighter to win a welterweight title. Now, he wants to break his own record.
Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and, you know, try his best. That's what Manny, one thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So, yeah, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't beat Father Time, but Father Time is hard, and it was very hard watching him fight.
Barrios is 16 years younger, taller, and more active. Pacquiao, meanwhile, hasn't fought a sanctioned bout since losing to Yordenis Ugas in 2021. He's dipped back into the ring for exhibitions, once against DKU, then Rukia Ampo, but those didn't answer the looming question. How much does he have left? Pacquiao, however, isn't making excuses. He's training like it's 2008 again, pushing himself far beyond what you'd expect from a man on the cusp of 50.
Are you cool with Pacquiao against Mario Barrios?
I am. I'm cool with it. If I was cool with Manny Pacquiao coming back and fighting Keith Thurman, I'm definitely going to be cool with this one. Barrios is not a puncher. Thurman was one of the biggest punchers in boxing. I think he's going to be just fine with Mario Barrios, who we know what he is on the top level. He comes up short. He's been stopped by fighters that are less than Manny Pacquiao, Hank Davis. So I like this fight. I think he's not going to be an over.
The 4-year break was good for me, Pacquiao said. I've been fighting since I was 12. This rest helped. He's recharged, re-energized.
For sanctioning Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios, bro. This is what's wrong. This is one of the things that's wrong with the sport, bro. Straight up, like, this is beneath any sport that's supposed to be professional that wants itself to be taken serious. Manny Pacquiao fighting for a world championship should be beneath boxing, bro. Absolute garbage. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I seen it on BoxingScene.com, man. Talking about I'm back. Back for what?
For Khan, the smart move for Pacquiao would have been to face someone closer.
They're each pursuing something that seems just out of reach, and maybe that's what's drawn them together. They've been exchanging tips, running side by side, analyzing film, and soaking in each other's habits. There's no bravado, no posturing, just quiet understanding and a shared rhythm built on experience and ambition.
Yeah, 47. Thank you. For the WBC title at 147.
Thank you so much. I wish him all the best.
Quadra, I love him. Can he do it? Quadra?
Can he do it? Absolutely.
That's a Mexican brand.
Manny Pacquiao's Oscar he's a legend, you know.
Some nice ones, thank you.
He's a legend. I think he can do it. Absolutely. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but I think he can do it.
And now Crawford has entered the mix. The undefeated Omaha native is in the thick of his own grueling camp, preparing to face Canelo on September 13th in a daring 2-weight leap. As Pacquiao, 46, fights to turn back the clock, Crawford, 37, steps into uncharted waters, the most dangerous fight of his career. Two men, two eras, both chasing greatness on their own terms.